Now let us see the next data type, which is char. Now char is a 16-bit unsigned variable. Now the important point here is this unsigned. Now because this is unsigned, so the value is not a negative value. So it goes from 0 to 65,535. Now this value is the same as the range for a Unicode set. So the values for a char, they correspond to the values for a Unicode set of characters, and accordingly we have the same representation for characters as those for the Unicode characters. So we'll shortly see how we can represent a char, but as of now we can see that this is a 16-bit unsigned variable. The range, it lies from 0 to 65,535, and which is the same as that for a Unicode. Now this is a big change from the C language, which had an 8-bit char and it followed ASCII, and this is a 16-bit number which follows the Unicode set. So let us see how we can represent a char in code. Now let us see how do we represent a char. Now there are 4 ways that we can define a char. The first of those is the most common way, which is using single quotes. So just define the type, which is char, variable name, and you define the value within single quotes. So this is the most common way that we use a char as within a value within single quotes. So let us see how in code we can use this. Switch over to Eclipse. So you can define my char as a small lowercase letter, or you can define any uppercase letter. Now the important point here is that it can only hold a single character. You cannot put on 2 characters as a part of a char. So this will be a single character within single quotes. You can even have a / as a part of a char. Now let's come to this. You can even add a value which is a int value to this char. The range of this will lie between 0 to 65,535, and accordingly we can print this. So this will correspond to the character whose Unicode char corresponds to 88. So let's see what character corresponds to this. So this is X in uppercase. So you could even use this as you normally do for a integer value. You could plus this, and again we can print this to see what is the new character that is now refers to. So notice why. So the incrementation works on this char. Accordingly the value gets incremented by 1, and it now shows a new value based on this incrementation. So single quotes is what we use normally to depict a char, and it can hold any kind of value that you can see is permissible for a char.